Australians love a fighter, and that's what Stevie Wright is. The former lead singer of the Easy Beats has been struggling against heroin addiction for several years. Now, he says, he's beaten his drug problem. Now, Stevie Wright has made a comeback as a rock singer, determined to prove he's not a has-been. Tracy Bowden is the story of Stevie Wright then and now.
It's always been my lot to try to get off completely. And I've said, while ever there's breath in my body, that I'll keep on trying, you know.
Stevie Wright last year, after being described by a magistrate as the living representation of a fallen idol.
I'll make you feel all right. Make you feel all right. I'll make you feel all right. Make you feel all right. I'll make you feel all right.
The rock star of the 60s went to rock bottom in the 70s because of heroin.
Do you know what's really the bad time? Was when my ex-wife, God bless her, rang me and told me that my son's schoolmates are teasing him and that because of my last court case.
Despite the bad times, Stevie Wright can still draw a crowd. This is to be his comeback at a suburban hotel. The man who organised it, Terry Hunter.
A number of people in the industry did ring me and tell me that he has a heroin problem. He could be difficult. Well, I brushed that aside, and I didn't think that would be the fact. All of us sat down and we come to a program which we've implemented, and as you see today, it's worked successfully.
The fight's over. No problem. Which is really good.
Over the last 3 weeks, he has not had any heroin at all because I moved into a room with deadlocks and we locked him in the room, but he also took upon himself to help himself.
Really, I just had to sort of get to that stage where, you know, like either I didn't really want to do it anymore, which didn't seem possible, or I got bored with it. And I sort of, they say when you get to a certain age that you grow out of it anyway, you know, and that seems perhaps to be what's happened.
Some people say there's nothing worse than a comeback or an attempted comeback, that people are never the same, that sort of thing. Are you worried that people might think that?
They won't think that after they've seen me. Young and loose as a teenager, and that's the way that I look at myself when I see those old clips. And I just think that you sort of get, you know, you can apply it all and put it all together a little better, you know, as you get older. It's no good saying, you know, rock and roll is the cure for heroin, you know, addiction. It would be really good to say that. But it's something I like doing, and it's been given back, and I feel like doing it today, you know, I feel responsible. And it's helped to bring my problem sort of, you know, under control.
Are you confident that he's actually beaten heroin now?
After Sunday, if things start collapsing around him, well, then I'd say he'll go back on it. But if he's kept busy, I'd say for sure, no, he won't.
It was foggy a year ago. And I've always made the best of things anyway. And it just seemed like foggy. It's a little bit clearer today, that's all.
All I want.
Tracy Bowden reporting on Stevie Wright versus the Big H. That's all we have for tonight. Back at the same time on Monday night, and we'll see you then. Good night.